Oh.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy seconds. Oh, Diva.
Yeah! Let's hear it for Boise! And Boise!
The new song.
There's nothing you can't do. Wow.
Songbirds in the
5
house.
o'clock, 5 p.m. Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for being here and being a part of this moment in time.
Happy Tree Fort, happy Pod Fort, happy Drag Fort, all the forts.
We did every fort today. Have you all been out searching the forts?
Yeah. Tat Fort?
I did go to Tat Fort today, but before we get to Tat Fort, let me do the intro, right? We have
Oh,
to do
yeah, you got to do the intro.
Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. Hi, you slops, you stupid little fucks, you nasty little fucks, you dirty little fucks. Welcome to Sloppy Second, Big Dipper and Meatball. I'm Meatball, and that's Big Dipper.
Hello.
Hello.
Here we are.
Here we are. So I was going to wear an Oprah wig for this event because it's time to stop being friends and start getting real.
True.
Recently, Big Dipper, I'm sorry that this had to happen this week, but Big Dipper has currently been canceled online. A video of him got 6 million views on Twitter. I think close to 1 million on Facebook. This is what my mom said. She said, I'm sorry for you. Are you going to dump him? And I said, Mom, how dare you? Yes, I am. But I'm going to wait till Boise.
Wait to do it publicly.
Yeah, I want to do it in front of a bunch of people. So, Dipper, you posted an apology video yesterday.
I did,
on Instagram story.
And on Twitter.
And on Twitter. You know what I mean? Where it'll live forever.
Where it lives forever.
I am so uncomfortable doing this. I don't like confrontation. I don't like arguing. I don't like any of that. Ask any waiter I've ever had to deal with. I'm like literally shaking. Okay.
I also want to preface this with like, I want to talk about this in a real serious way, but also we're doing a live show. You will be making jokes. It is kind of an uncomfortable scenario.
Yeah, when I get uncomfortable, I start telling jokes and laughing. Dipper,
so that doesn't like lessen the realness of the conversation.
No, it's gonna cancel me as well as you.
Oh, no.
Dipper, why?
I think a lot of people are curious about the story and the clip and all of that because we released the clip. It's our own clip that we put on social media highlighting. If you take it down, everyone will get mad that you took it down.
Because everyone screen recorded it.
Right. I told the story on the podcast, and then our social media person, who is not me, clipped the clip and put it up. And her job is to make the juiciest clip possible and get the most views. And she did that.
She should get a raise. 6 million in one day. I was gonna kill myself. Can't say that anymore because then I'll get canceled. So, Dipper, why don't you go ahead, for those of you who don't know, why don't you explain what you said in this clip that got you the bear community in Los Angeles and the world all riled up? I don't know what to do.
I think you're doing great.
Slay.
In the clip, I told a story about a hookup where I gave someone the address across the street, looked out the window, didn't like what I saw, and ghosted them. That is an incendiary story, okay? Completely. The clip that made the rounds was edited, and the way I told the story sort of didn't have a lot of detail. So I said, do you guys ever do the thing? Or what did I say? I said, sometimes That's not true. I don't do this regularly. This was a story I'm telling from my past, but I said it like that on the pod.
Well, because we're podcasters. You just tell a story, you just start talking. You don't know what you're going to say.
So I said sometimes which makes people believe I do this all the time. I also, in the story, did not give the detail that the address across the street is an apartment complex. My entire block is just apartment buildings, so no one had anyone's specific apartment number. The response that I'm receiving is it's dangerous to send a queer person to someone's home unannounced. And that's the height of the criticism is about how irresponsible and cruel and dangerous that is to another person. And I haven't done that. I've never done that. I have given someone the address across the street, and they've been like, where are you?
And I'll say oftentimes when I used to live in an apartment complex, I would give them the address to the apartment complex, but I wouldn't tell them my door number.
Right.
I would be like, I'll come down and meet you. But I think that is a safety thing for sure.
Yeah, and so the negative response is about the inference that I would send someone to someone's address, which I do think is horrible and dangerous, and also that I would make a judgment on someone's physical appearance and choose to ghost them instead of text them like, hey, it's not gonna work out or I'm not interested any longer.
But can I ask a real question?
That's what we're here. We're having real
Oprah.
conversation.
How many times have you, say, like, given an address that isn't yours and been like, it's across the street? Like, how many times have you actually done that?
Called them inside probably 2 to 3 and ghosted once.
And how did that make you feel?
The called inside made me feel
I don't care about them. I care about the person that you left outside.
It didn't make me feel great. Like that's shitty behavior. That has happened to me. I went back into my Craigslist Craigslist hookup.
Not Craigslist.
That's what this story is from.
Don't bring her. Oh, wait, the story is from Craigslist days?
Yes, also everyone was like,
Stop laughing, this is serious!
Everyone is like, you should be kicked off Grindr. I'm like, I don't use Grindr.
Baby.
I've never used Grindr.
Your body on Grindr? No, thank you. They would leave you out there. They'd be like, no.
So I went back.
I gotta stop.
I went back into the email because I was like, I really want to like remember the details. Like people are so up in arms about this that I want to like do the research and really figure this out. And I used the search function and I searched the address across the street from my apartment. And I found one email exchange with someone who said they wanted to come over to get their dick sucked. And I said, great, here are my photos. These are my stats. And I said, can I get yours? And he said, no. And I said, okay, well, it's not going to happen. And he said, I promise, it'll be great. And I said, well, I need a picture. And he said, you can turn me away if you don't like what you see. And I responded, as long as you're comfortable that I can turn you away if I don't like what I see, then here's the address. And I gave him the address across the street. So I went and I found the example of the story that I told.
Yeah, I still don't really love it.
I'm not sitting here saying I should get the Nobel Prize for sex.
Okay, well, you have numerous songs that would disagree with you.
That's true. I'm just saying that unfortunately we live in a world where, you know, the edited clip that has been edited to be this sort of exciting piece for internet fodder did its job, and the folks who are upset about the content of that clip, which at its face value
makes you look like a fucking asshole.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly. And I own up to that because I told the story.
And also, I gotta say, the address across the street, just give me your apartment address and then do it, right? That's me. No? Okay. But, so
I get it. All I'm saying is...
You get it?
All I'm saying is what's on the internet...
I'm just trying to be Oprah.
What's on the internet is truth to people.
Absolutely.
And so I understand that the way the clip is will be everyone's truth unless they choose to like listen or dive in further. And so now I am moving through the world with the reputation of like sending people to the wrong address and being a dick and ghosting people.
And I just want to clarify, like, you've never actually sent someone to someone else's home address.
No.
You wouldn't do that. And do you understand the danger in doing that in 2024 in America?
Yeah, and in 2023 and 2022, it's like it is a completely wild thing to like prank someone in that way.
Yes.
And be like, yeah, I'm in 4N, come knock on the door, and then you're watching.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people really do think that I was like, haha.
Got him.
Got him. I'm gonna watch this unfold as they like fuck with my neighbor or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately, that is what everyone is getting out of the clip, and that sucks because I understand how fucked up that is.
Pretty fucked up, dude. But I'm glad that we're clarifying it now. I knew in the room, otherwise I would have said something. I would have been like, let's edit this whole story out.
Yeah.
Because in the podcast, it's a different story. Like the way you tell it in the full episode is different than the clip that got sent out.
Right.
And if you watch that clip, in between words that we're talking, there are edits. I literally say, you're sick, you're sick, you're sick. And it's my head changing directions every single time. So like that clearly isn't the full story,
Right,
but
right.
unfortunately that's what got sent out and that's what becomes truth. And 6 million people now hate you.
Yes.
How many people live in America? I'm just trying to get stats. Is it like 10% of America, 5% of America?
Yeah. I think it's 25% of America.
God bless. But how many people in Boise hate him?
You got him. You got him with that call to response.
Because if you made noise. Okay, I'm sorry that I'm making so much light of this.
No, this is.
But I think that, do you guys feel like that was a good explanation of what happened? Does anyone have any other questions about maybe the scenario that you would like to ask?
Ooh, they're ready to go. I also want to say we a little bit got dragged in the press. What's good, Miley? We got dragged in the press.
Oh yeah, not Queer Tea Magazine coming for us. Well, you.
Well, what they said was...
Or Out Magazine, out.com. They dragged his ass.
What they said was this story got cut out of the podcast, but because of our cadence and how we distribute the shows, we only put half of the episode out on YouTube anyways. So they made the assumption that we like went in and cut it out, but then posted the clip that went
No,
viral.
we only give that full video for those who pay.
That's right.
Because, baby, if you want to hear the story about sending people to the wrong address, you got to give me money first. Okay.
All right.
I feel like we're done. Should we take a commercial? Oh, wait. Question. You had a question.
Yeah.
Why don't you come over here because I don't want to move?
No, there's a mic right there.
Oh, wow.
Is it
Cool.
on?
Look at you go.
Hello.
Come on, Drag Fort.
Is it on? Oh, it is on. Okay, so you say you got a lot of backlash, and I appreciate giving so much context for the story.
Yeah.
As a woman, I immediately thought, what's wrong with that? So my question to you is how much of the backlash came from AFAB people? Because as a woman, all I could think is like, yeah, you're just protecting yourself.
Interesting.
Because like I get why like AMABs would have a problem with that, but like as a woman, I don't.
Right. Go ahead.
Well, a lot of the people that came to Dipper's defense were sex workers and trans women and people who agreed that it was like, that is the way to protect yourself. And they actually, from the clip, understood that he wasn't sending them to someone's home address. He was sending them to a location near or around where he was so that he could suss out the situation. So that it wasn't like a group of dudes coming to rob him or something.
Yeah, I don't know, like...
I don't know your life.
I looked at the comments, but I didn't go that deep on what people, who was commenting.
I did. I was in there going, clickety click, clickety click. Looking for every drag and read. Remember, they were bringing up him being a bitch backstage at some show 10 years ago.
The memes went deep.
The memes went deep.
The comments went deep. But yeah, I think a lot of the people were in the bear community, and someone texted me about it and basically said, you know, the bear community has faced a lot of discrimination based on looks. There's a lot of sort of early childhood, high school trauma around not being accepted and sort of overcoming, you know, just like confidence in that space. And so as a representative of the bear community out in the world to participate in that behavior and amplify that on the podcast, they're like, that's fucked up because we thought you were like on our team and now you're doing this. So that was a lot of the feedback. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, you gotta turn it back on.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, I have a question. As someone who this has happened to, who has been the person on the shitty end of that scene, I want to ask, how did Cornbread get out of the contract? I still have that question.
You can save that for the end of the show. I'll tell you. If you stick around for the meet and greet, I'll tell you exactly how Cornbread got out of that contract. Yeah, I do, and I agree as someone, oh no, I'm not gonna answer that question right now, not on a mic. Do you understand? Cornbread is skinny now. She'll come and kill me. She got the speed. I kind of agreed. I was like, in the bear community, there is like a lot of rejection, and there is like, that's kind of the reason why the bear community is so insular and like kind of throws events for themselves, and it feels like they don't want to be a part of the rest of the queer community. But also within that, I know this isn't exactly what we're talking about, but sometimes it feels like there is another weird social aspect to the bear community, which is that they are exclusive within themselves, where they do treat like bears of color differently, or they do feel like if you're not hot enough to be them, then you're just like a fatty that hangs out at the bar with them.
Right.
And it's like a weird thing that's going on, and I do want to bring that topic up, but right now we're talking about you ghosting people.
You quickly pivoted back when you got too serious.
I got a little serious. I got a little nervous.
No, but I think...
But I feel like that happens in every queer community, in
Yes.
every little subsect. It's like the twinks are like, oh, you're not skinny enough to be one of us. Oh, Pink Jumpsuit has a question. Do you want to turn that mic on?
Hi.
Hello.
My name's Bethany. And
No one asked.
I'm really happy to be here. Thank you. I'm going to tell you anyway because that's
I'm
part of
just
my
kidding, I'm
deal.
sorry.
As you
I'm just
should.
kidding.
As you should.
Okay.
I'm
Bethany.
so scared.
So I don't have a lot of experience with podcasts and social media and such, but I really like you, and I'm worried that this is going to be something that is challenging in the future. So how do you overcome this? How do we fix it?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a tricky question because, you know, I think we're like I'm right in the middle of it, and who knows what the answer is. Like, for me, the answer is always like moving authentically, listening to feedback, and like being open to feedback and like having conversations like this. I'm not a person who's like, oh, you don't agree with me? Well, fuck you, I'll never talk to you again. Like, I'm a person who has spent my life like trying to be a part of community and try to uplift people. And that comes from like listening and taking cues from the world around you and your community. And so for me, like a lot of people had critique of what I said when I was trying to apologize, and they were like, oh, you're still making light of it, you're promoting the podcast. And I was like, well, we're gonna have a nuanced conversation, so I want you to really hear that if you are very concerned about this topic. So for me, I think the only way to move forward is to move through and not ignore it, you know what I mean?
How can we help?
Oh, I mean, I think it's a me thing. I don't think you have to help.
I
Bethany,
think
but
there's nothing you
appreciate it.
can do except for just being here is enough, you
Okay.
know?
Thank
Thank you for
you.
coming, Bethany. See, because I know her name.
So you learned her name.
I learned your name and I remembered Pink Jumpsuit. I will
I do
say
wanna
that
talk-
this has been very, like, affecting Dipper in a way that I don't think I've ever seen him so, like, sensitive and, like, touchy before. Because I just make light of every situation. But this was, like, a hard one to get through. And I think we've been, like, closer now because of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you
should
think-
I be real about the first couple days?
Go ahead, be real. He felt like I was being unsupportive because I said, ignore it. Why did you write jokes about it? Quit.
No. I'm talking about you posting "Leave Me Out of It" and "Fire Dipper" on your Instagram account. And the only reason
And I'd do it again, Bethany. And I'd do it again. No,
the only reason I say that
I didn't say
is
Fire
'cause-
Dipper. Someone else said Fire Dipper, and I said he'd have to fire himself because he runs the company.
But to me, what
Do
was
it to her right here on the stage. Fire
Fire
yourself.
she did not pick up the phone for 3 days.
That is so not true.
It is true.
I picked it up to text you.
No, we texted.
Quit joking about it.
We
Because in the first day of it, you were fucking tweeting jokes about it, writing addresses, and being like, you literally said,
I put the
"Come
address to
meet
the
me."
balcony club.
He said, no.
I did.
You did do that, but the first one was he wrote the address to the Americana Mall in Glendale, which is a mall in Glendale, and he said, meet me here. And I said, why are you doubling down?
And can I address that?
You can give it an address.
I wrote that on Monday morning as I saw the video have like 100,000, 200,000. And I wrote that and I was like, oh, this is wild, people reacting like that. I'll just play along and like fuel the flames. And then it was like 1 million views. And I was like, oh no. And then it was like, delete it, but you can't. Once you put it up
Once
there,
you put it on the
delete
internet, it exists.
So I was just like, oh, well, now I look like even
and
more
I
of
think
a dick.
in my mind, the minute I saw it go up and start getting negative critiques, I was like, this is really bad. This is not good. We can't delete it. Let's not do anything about it. Ignore it, and then maybe we'll talk about it later. But instead, you started making jokes. And then I was like, you're handling this wrong. You're handling, and can I say something? I said, you're handling this with a lot of white privilege. This is something that I would not get away with if I were you.
Right.
And in my mind, I was like, why would you double down on this? Please understand that there are a lot of angry people. And once it hit like 1 million views, I was like, this is going to be bad for everybody. And again, selfishly, not to be too serious, selfishly, I was like, I'm gonna get roped into this, and this is gonna get me canceled, and I'm not gonna be able to ever work again. And I was like, there goes my career because of something that we did on a podcast that we do together.
I didn't understand that you were being serious, and I was
reposting jokes about it because it was like, the jokes about it were funny, but I was also being like, this is not something that like you yourself should be joking about.
And I was mostly trying to figure out like what to do because I just
I was mostly trying to figure out, am I ever gonna work again? Let me just make sure everyone knows I had nothing to do with this. Because in the clip I say, that's kind of mean, Dipper. That's fucked up. You're sick. You're sick. You're sick. And so everyone, unfortunately, everyone was like, Meatball, dump Dipper, like quit working with him. You can go solo. And you know, I do agree, but I'm not going to. Okay, so I think there was another question.
No, I think they want to hear us talk about well done hash browns.
Well, yes! And we'll be right back after this break.
We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50 off and use code sloppyseconds50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only, while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off. Weight Loss by Hims is here to help you reach your goals.
Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications that are designed to support you in losing the weight and keeping it off, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen.
GLP-1s help regulate your appetite and eat less.
With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise.
And no needles needed. Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss.
And through Hims, you can just go online where you'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if the treatment is right for you.
No insurance necessary either, and if prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door.
Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/sloppyseconds to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you.
That's HIMS.com/sloppy-seconds.
Hims.com/sloppy seconds.
Weight loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS.
To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com.
If you love to shop, listen up! Have you heard of Rakuten?
With Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy. Just from shopping.
Exactly. Clothes, athletic wear, pet supplies. I'm talking about Gap, Adidas, and even Petco.
So I can buy a look, get new shoes, snag the cat some cute toys, and get cash back.
That's right. And you can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
That's cool.
It is cool.
But how does it work?
Well, partner stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to the members.
Rakuten is really doing the most, huh? Love it.
Yeah, in the best possible way. Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. So, you can become one of them today.
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today.
And get yourself some Rakuten.
You know, lately I have been trying to keep my wardrobe simple. I want pieces that are comfortable, but they still feel like put together like an outfit, and that's why I'm always reaching for my Quince items.
The fabric feels elevated, the fits are clean, and Quince makes getting dressed so easy.
Quince has all the staples for spring, like 100% European linen shirts and shorts starting at just $34.
They're lightweight and breathable, but still look polished. I have a bunch of their Pima cotton tees, and they're super soft and easy to wear and very breathable for the summer, for the sweaty body.
I just rediscovered this pair of linen shorts that I have that are so comfortable from Quince. You know when like something gets buried accidentally? I pulled these out and I was like, what have I been doing? Not wearing these!
And the linen doesn't wrinkle.
Period.
Plus, everything is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands because Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out the middleman.
Refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use.
Go to quince.com/sloppy for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too.
That's QUINCE.com/sloppy for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/sloppy.
Get yourself some Pima cotton.
Quince.
Quince. At Quince.
And we're back.
We just saw on Instagram a friend of ours got a Wicked makeup PR kit.
I'm so mad. I'm Wicked's biggest fan and they didn't send me anything. Wait,
Who do you know? Part one. Who do you know?
part one. And I'm hoping that part one, I'm not going to see part two. I'm hoping part one ends at ooh, ah, 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 down. And then it's, and then part two picks up at act two of the play, which is the worst part of that play.
Do you really not plan at all to see part two?
Oh, I'll watch it at home. I'll wait for it to come out on direct DVR, Prime, or Disney Plus, or whatever that is.
Okay. Why are people making Ariana's dress into ham? Have you
Well,
seen
because
that?
it looks like folded ham. It looks like when you take a circle piece of ham and then you kind of pick it up by the middle and it kind of lays. You know what I'm talking. I know you know what I'm talking about, Chubbo. No, would you consider yourself part of the bear community? I'm looking at a drag queen for those who are listening.
How dare you?
Do you? She said no. Boise!
Would you?
I think I am a part of the bear community, but when I go to bear events, I feel very excluded.
And that is why? Because you're...
Raciste. Yeah, a little bit of racism. We live in Los Angeles.
Do you think it's because everyone also knows who you are?
As a drag queen, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And I can't, like, I don't have a beard.
Right.
But I'm, like, so hairy everywhere.
Yeah, full bear.
Full bear, but they don't love it. Well, The bodybuilders love it. I've been hooking up with bodybuilders. Can I explain this to you? I think they have a way. Thank you so much, Bethany. I think that they. I don't know if I think maybe they hate themselves so much and that's why they go to the gym all the time, but they wish that they could just be fat and flabby like me. So they're like attracted to what they wish they could do. And so I show up and I'm like, do whatever you need done.
Do
whatever you need done. But I give them my actual address.
Look me in the eye.
I can't.
No, we were talking about this because it's not, I don't think it's just you. I think that there is definitely like a pattern of bodybuilders kind of being chasers.
Yes.
There's a lot of that, like when you go to bear events and you meet like a bear and their husband and you're like, oh, you do kettlebell things at the gym, don't you? But yeah, I think there's some interesting connection to that.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of times like bears have the frame that bodybuilders want. You know, like they're like, oh, I could really put some muscle on that body. But it's like,
just gotta give it a little human growth.
You're like, I'm
hormones.
putting little Cheetos in this body. What are you talking about?
Have you ever had someone try to feed you?
Yeah, of course.
Never to me. And I would do it. Oh, absolutely. My friend one time had a guy put 3 hamburgers and a bunch of like milkshake and protein powder in a blender and then lay him back on a lazy boy and be like, crank it back. So he was like sitting like this and then he poured it into a funnel into his mouth. And my friend tried to like watched his belly grow and then he wanted to have sex with him and my friend threw up all over him in his apartment. It was Well, she'd be fine with me telling that story.
Would she? They're going to be watching this like a hawk.
What?
They're going to be watching this episode like a hawk.
Oh, and I'm just telling stories about my friends on a turn. Whatever, we could bleep it.
Points to me. I'm the
we
one
can bleep it, right, Bethany? We got that power. Give it up for Bethany! Speaking of eating.
Well, I wanted to ask you about service.
I'm a stickler for good service at a restaurant, right? Are you? Do you guys care? Like if you go into a restaurant and you're sitting there for like 15 to 20 minutes and no one takes your order, that's kind of a problem, right? Well, that happened to me this morning.
Not us. Me. We see the separation already happening.
Welcome to Sloppy Seconds hosted by Meatball. I don't know who that guy is. No, we went to breakfast this morning at a restaurant. Should we name it?
No. No, because they made up for it really nicely.
And
They don't know what you said. It's a flower.
It's a flower, and it's the highest rated breakfast restaurant in this neighborhood.
Which someone responded, it's because it's the newest, is the reason it's the highest.
That makes sense. And they were acting brand new with me today. Okay. So we go in, we're like waiting to be seated, and someone sends someone over to us, and they're like, go sit them down. And so we go sit down. You didn't see that?
No.
I did. It was the manager. And then they sent over that long-haired guy, and I went, yeah, sit us down.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is why I was acting
You also
weird.
went like this behind him as he was walking.
Yes. And so we sit down, and then no one comes over for about 10 minutes. And then it's like around 15 minutes, Dipper finally waves someone down to come over, and it's the manager that you wave down. And he goes, can we order? And he goes, oh, no one's come to help? And Dipper was like, no. Oh, what's your version of events?
No, that's accurate.
Accurate. And so then the manager's like, hold on, I'll be right back. And he comes over and he's like, what do you guys want to eat? So we order our food, and then Dipper goes, and can I get a hot coffee? And he goes, no one even asked you what you wanted to drink yet? And Dipper was like, no. And so then we order our drink, and I go, can I get an iced coffee? And he goes, I can put hot coffee over ice. And I went, that's not the same thing. And then the pendulum.
Drank it.
I did drink it. I drank 2 of them. But the pendulum started to swing the other way, which was we were no longer being ignored. Every 3 to 5 minutes, someone would walk over and be like, are you having a good time? Do you like your food?
And it was so challenging, and I I had a hard time just letting it go
Yes, no, you were a cunt.
because the food was so good. Once
Okay.
he took our order, it was fine. We didn't you didn't need to do
You
anything
didn't need to keep
else.
checking in. At one point, he literally kept bringing me iced hot coffees. Like I didn't
You
ask
had two
for
at
more.
one point.
At one point, I had 2 sitting on the table, and I was like, I didn't even finish the first one.
So, but the move at the end was like Meatball was done with her food.
Of course, first.
I was
It's always a race.
And I was finishing up mine, but I was like finishing the toast. And she came over and she was like, I'll get those plates out of your way. And you were like,
And I was like, yeah, well, he's not done eating his toast. And she was like, uh-huh. And she took my plate and she goes, well, can I take your big plate from Dipper, who's like hovering over it, eating his toast. And he was like, sure.
she looked at me and she goes, Meatball looked at me and goes, you know, you can hide that. Like, why don't you just be nice?
Yeah.
And I was like, I couldn't control
You couldn't control it.
And it was such a small thing.
But at that point, it was annoying. We had been there for like 45 minutes, and someone had come and checked on us every 3 to 5.
I know.
And it was like someone new. I was like, that guy told them to like take care of us.
But then this was really telling. So then they brought the check.
We're like, they were nice. How dare they?
Yes. So this was really telling. Someone brought the check.
Oh, here we go.
I said to Meatball, how much are you going to tip? Because we split it.
I said, I'm going to tip right under 20%. I tipped 19%.
Will you explain the math to the people to get you to 19?
Well, the thing said 20% was $4.29.
You told
So
me you
I
tipped $2.
I tipped $4.
No, I tipped $4.
You said you tipped 6, and I tipped 4. You tipped 2 more than me.
I did.
So you tipped 6,
Well,
which was more than 25%.
okay. So
And I tipped $4.
need to know.
You're so dumb. This is why I gotta go
You're
solo.
sick.
I gotta go solo. Give it up for me if I gotta go solo.
What I wanted to get to the bottom.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay. What I wanted to get to the bottom of was that you said you got to be nice the whole time, but the service was bad, so I'm under tipping. And I was like, oh no, you can express how you feel and then just give them a really nice tip. And I feel like that is really illustrative of our
I'll be nice to you.
personalities.
Yes, absolutely.
Where it's like you'll be nice to their face and then never book them again and pull $50 out of their little envelope waiting at the door.
I told her I was taking her money away. She was booked to be in Act 1. Her call time was 10 o'clock. She showed up at what time? 11 o'clock. And she walked in and I said, you can go home. And then I went, just kidding, but you have to open up the second act, and I'm also taking $50 from you because you wasted my time. Am I a bitch?
And then she got on stage.
That girl's like, kinda.
Did you ask why she was late?
She said traffic. I said, girl, in the message that I send out for my show,
This is
I
true.
say, allow yourself enough time to get here on time and then add 20 minutes. Because traffic is not an excuse to me. I'm sorry, it's just not.
Okay.
I don't think traffic is an excuse. I say it's a Friday night in downtown Los Angeles. Wherever you're coming from, if it's an hour away, give yourself an hour and a half to get there.
I just like that you got up on the stage and you said, this next girl could have earned $50 more tonight had she been here on time. Please do not make noise for Kendra Onyx.
And I took that money and I loved it.
Let's take a break.
Okay. We, after eating food, okay, are you like me?
So fat.
So fat. Are you like me? So fat. After we ate, I was like ready to go. I'm the type of person that's like, oh, we paid and there's no one else in this restaurant. Let's get up and go.
But we weren't the assholes. They have breakfast from 7 to 11 and we walked out at like 10:58.
Slay. So he was like, I need to digest for a minute. And then I was like, I don't wanna. And so we got up and we both put our sweaters on and we started walking like two pregnant
We
women.
truly, were just waddling down the street together, filling up the entire sidewalk.
A nice white lady walked by and she went, I guess I'll get out of your way.
And you turned to me and you said, this is why people hate you, because of your privilege.
Yes. Because I moved into the street.
No, you didn't.
pregnant
You were on the inside.
Of the street?
No, you were next to the stores.
No, I wasn't. Your memory is so fucked.
Clearly.
Anyway, no, you were on the inside because she saw you coming and went, I guess I'll move.
But she was also scared, I think, based on our fatness.
She saw 2 pregnant women coming.
It's so pretty here. It's so nice out. Last time we were here, it was like
freezing cold. And you didn't even warn me at all, Cole. I came here with t-shirts and jeans.
Nothing but a
t-shirt on.
Very good.
And you know Jessica Simpson? Bethany? You don't know Jessica Simpson? Oh, okay.
Don't worry. Don't lose faith in Bethany.
I never will. She said, what can we do for Dipper? And I literally said,
very nice.
Sit the fuck down.
You said, stop supporting. You said, support my solo career.
It's coming, y'all.
We've been trying. We're always trying to amplify Meatball. Meatball is a star.
Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm a star.
A bright, shining star. Do you want to talk about donuts?
Well, what tattoo did you get?
Oh, I went to Tat Fort. Did you see?
It.
There's 2 tattoo shops here that have Tree Fort and Drag Fort inspired tattoos, and they're flash tattoos, so they're only $80. So I said, might as well. And so I wish I had my wallet or purse on me. I don't know which one I went to.
Well, you went to one on this street down here.
And it was on this side.
Yeah.
Iron Wolf, yes! That's where I went, and they were so... Did you get one?
Oh.
Oh.
2 years ago.
She went 2 years ago, Bethany. Did you hear?
So you went to that one, so people should check out the other one.
Yeah, you should go to the other one that's called like Ink Slave or something. No, what?
Ink
Pretty
Spa?
sure that's not what's on the window. We're gonna edit that out. And we're back. Am I wrong? It's an ink spa? Okay.
I think you're doing great. You were walking around here saying, you were like, I could live in a place like this. There's mullets everywhere. There's specialty donut shops.
There's a bartender at the hotel bar that last year charged me $60 for a tequila soda. But he made up for it. I went down to the bar on the way here. I don't know if you could tell. And I said, I would like a shot, Christopher. And he said, it's on me. And he gave me a free shot.
I'm surprised you weren't like, it could be on you.
Well, that's sexual harassment, Dipper. And I only want one of us canceled at a time.
You know,
You know what? Say it. Try it. This is so weird. He's usually so mean to me, and he's being all nice.
I'm nice in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Things just get amplified on the podcast.
Sure.
We're like our showbiz versions of ourselves on the podcast. So
what were you gonna say? Do it.
No, I just was saying that now I'm very conscious of like all of the fuck talk stories that we've told or maybe will tell in the future.
Oh, right, because we have a whole segment where we talk about having sex with strangers.
In wild scenarios.
And now it feels like maybe some of those scenarios might be problematic.
Well, but I do think there's like a history, especially in queer culture, especially around cruising, of like that sort of like slightly dangerous, like who knows, like I've been doing sort of an inventory and I recall like meeting up with someone in a Target parking lot and going back to the loading docks and like that's where the whole story of like sliding the seats forward in the Prius comes from. That was a Target parking lot in the middle of the day in the suburbs.
You know what I just discovered about my car? Is that the whole glove compartment center part can slide all the way up to the front so that the back can be like a full bed, like a queen size bed. Ionique.
Where are you going to take that car?
Only 300 miles at a time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I guess you'll go to
Fucking electric cars. I was like, I'm gonna save the environment. Turns out they're worse for the environment than gas.
What?
Yes, okay. Well, in order to mine all the stuff for the batteries
On RuPaul's Ranch?
Oh, the fracking? No. No, to mine all the stuff for the batteries is actually worse for the environment than just like using pre-made gas. Pre-made.
Cite your sources.
The internet, okay, so it's like...
You're like, Azalea Banks posted about it. I know it to be true.
No, the mines are not regulated, so the people that are working in the mines to get the whatever for the battery are...
Cobalt?
Ink slaves. It's the name of the tattoo shop, I swear to God. Can someone pull out their... Ink slaves, it's one of them. Okay. Okay, but go to that one, yes. But the other one exists. Say it louder. Bethany, say it louder.
Yeah, right. See, Bethany, this would be something that could get clipped and taken
And if we clip
and
it...
elevated to a position where you wouldn't want to show your face in that pink tracksuit in public, which I would never want to happen to you.
Do you feel like when you get back to LA and decide to go to an event like Bear Happy Hour?
To be honest, I'm very worried because I had a lot of people who, because the clip doesn't have the context of everything we just kind of talked about and we're able to like have a conversation about, I've had a lot of people reach out to me and be like, that is so fucked up, but I'm still your friend. And I'm like, oh, the first part, like you take that clip at face value, as people should, because that's how it was presented to the world. So like, I think I'm gonna have a lot of like talking and explaining to do to my like friends in my circle.
But, well, yes. But do you think that you're gonna,
We saw it last night. People walked up, looked at me, turned away, and walked the other direction. Because they saw the clip.
Because you're a pariah.
Yeah.
No, but like...
I think I'll move through it. Like, I hope to
I mean,
move
the
through
only way
it.
to get through it is like, or to do it is to move through it and just
Right.
kind of navigate the waters.
But yeah, I think there's going to be some awkward moments.
Because in Los Angeles, like, most bear events do invite you to come be a part of it or like ask you to promote it because of your small following. That it's... I gotta get a dig in every once in a while, you know what I mean? While he's down... You know that Simpsons clip where she's like, "Stop it, she's dead!"
Why were you nervous about today? This is like the best you've ever been.
The most fun I've ever had at one of these live podcasts. Do you think that they're gonna stop asking you to like put your name on the event because of what happened? Or do you think that most of them understand? Because the event organizers know you and have like a direct line to you. They're not on Twitter all the time.
Right. I mean, I think it'll be a case-by-case basis, but I wouldn't fault someone who's trying to run a business to get butts and seats, who wants to avoid co-signing my image on a poster based on how the internet is responding. Like, I totally see that happening.
Oof. Here's what I'm gonna say. Maybe we shave the beard off. We change the name. Get a tan going.
Bad
Lose a couple. Okay, get paler.
Thank you.
Lose a couple 100 pounds. We rebrand you, baby. We start new. We Camila Cabello him. We bleach the hair. I love it, 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 I love it. You know what I mean?
I saw a response to the apology video on Twitter that said...
Oh, yeah, he released an apology video.
I mentioned that earlier.
Okay, I can't remember what we did and did not talk about.
But it said, he's going to disappear for a little bit, hit the gym, bleach his hair, and reemerge a muscle bear. And everyone
And
will
you know
forget.
what's so incredible is that he might disappear, but he's been hitting the gym and it's just not showing. And then also, too mean, okay.
No, come on. Let them
You don't have any hair left to bleach. Okay, that was it.
All right, so...
We have the same trainer!
I think we should move on to questions.
Yeah, does anyone have a question?
About anything.
Anything, not about the cancellation, Bethany.
Fuck talk stories, questions,
Yeah, if you'd like to
anything.
tell a crazy fuck talk story, we'd love to hear.
I have a good fuck talk story.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna preface this with that allegedly this happened, but allegedly. So I was like hooking up with this guy, and I go over to his house. We met on an app or a location-based app, maybe called Snippies. And he like puts on this like BBC porn, and I was not prepared for that. That was not the agreed upon scenario. And so I was just wondering if you guys have ever had any experience with like being fetishized in that way, with maybe like clown fuckers or chubby chasers. And so, but if you can relate, I don't know. Just want, yeah.
Yes, I mean, the answer to that is 100% yes. I think I've mentioned this before, but it happened to me again from the same guy. There's sort of like a quarterly sex party that happens at a home in LA, and I went one
What's
time.
the address? I have to go. I have to take my makeup off and cry myself to sleep.
I went one time, and this guy came up to me, and he was clearly interested and sort of looked me up and down and sidled up to me and touched my chest and rubbed his hand down to like right under my belly. And he said, "How much do you weigh?" And I think what he was getting at was, I'm attracted to you. Like,
We all hear what we want to hear, you know?
you're big. Like, I like that. But he said, how much do you weigh? Like, he wanted to hear the number, which is so clearly the fetish of it. So that happened to me like 2 years ago. I think I told the story
What would you
on
say
the
back?
pod. I walked away. I didn't say a word.
You just left?
Yeah.
You left his home.
No, there were like 300 people in the home, and I was like in a dark room area where people were having sex. So he sort of walked up and whispered that in my ear, and I just like looked at him and walked away.
Oh, okay.
But then I went to that party again recently, and the same guy said the same thing to me. Deja vu, but in real life.
Was he hot?
I would have
It's just not
definitely
what
hooked
you
up
wanna
with him
hear.
had he been like, wow, I love your body. I love the body shape. You're sexy. I like, even if he had called me big fella.
I got him a tank top that says big fella, but it says it real low so the words get stretched.
But it was so clearly the fetish of it that made me just, anyways, clown fucker.
I have never felt like sexy in drag. Like my whole thing is that I am like a clown. So if someone is attracted to it, my initial thought is like, there's something wrong with you. Like I don't look at myself and go like, she's serving tonight. I'm like, well, could be better. So the only time I've ever actually hooked up in drag was, and I've told this story on the podcast before too.
Diaper
I was-
baby blowjob?
Yeah, it was a diaper baby blowjob. I left this bar in LA that doesn't exist anymore after leaving a party called Big Fat Dick, which is a party where everyone with a big dick takes a picture of their penis and then they hang it up, and then whoever has the biggest penis wins. Nothing. Just
No, they win a bottle of booze, and it's not about the biggest, it's about the best, based on the audience's reaction.
Oh,
And
well.
sometimes they do.
I was already so black out there, I had no idea what was going on. I was booked to host it, and I had no clue what I was doing. But I dressed up like a baby, but a drag baby. So I was like wearing a big bonnet. I had like spit curls. I had a giant diaper that was like stuffed and bigger than my body. And when I walked out of the bar, a man in I don't even know what it was, one of those very old, wide Chrysler cars was like, you want to get in? And I was like, absolutely. So I got in the car with him, and he took me around to this place called Vaseline Alley, which is like a hookup alley in WeHo. And I took down my diaper, and the smell because I was
Not
in it.
because you had shit your pants in the
No,
diaper.
it just looked like it because the diaper did have a shit stain on the back, but it was painted on with acrylic paint
And
rhinestoned.
And rhinestone.
Rhinestone
okay?
with brown Swarovskis. It was an expensive costume.
You just mean the general drag
Just like
smell.
if you meet a drag queen and they're in padding and tights and their whole lower body and they're in a tiny bar all night, it's gonna smell like you went to the gym twice. And so I took it down and he was like, oh, and started giving me a blowjob, but we're in Vaseline Alley. So like, of course, all of my friends that were at the bar before are walking by, seeing me as a baby with fake vomit painted on, getting a blowjob from this man who I later realized I was like, the light is reflecting off of his hair weird. And so I touched the back of his head and he had spray painted hair on. So my fingers are black and I don't know what to do. So I just open the door to this Chrysler giant old car and throw my body out and just roll onto the ground. And I leave black marks everywhere. And I just like pull my pants up and run to my car. And so that's the only time I've hooked up in drag, yes.
Any other questions?
Any other questions or stories or and then I remember getting to my car and like I guess I had like wiped my forehead. So I get to my car and my face is like covered in black. Anyway.
Hello.
Hi, Austin.
Really getting into that mic, George.
Stop it.
You better work, Chris.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead, Peter.
Yeah, that's probably better.
Adam.
So some of my favorite episodes of the podcast are where you all investigate. I just re-listened to The Stairs. I re-listened to the Pump.
Oh, those are the ones that I produce.
Oh, so the solo career is
Bitch,
gonna
if you
work.
say you had anything to do with The Stairs, I will not like it.
I liked when you brought the doctor on to talk about monkeypox. Like,
that was
it was very good. I'm wondering if there are any other topics that you're interested in doing this for. I think it's super interesting when you all bring on guests. And then my messy question is, I want to know who ghosted you all in New York.
Oh, okay. Well, that was. And I stand by my point. She is not famous enough to ghost us.
As far as investigation, normally the topic sort of
Dipper's neighbors and
normally the topic sort of rises up, and I think if what has happened to me over this week had happened to another podcast and another person, we would be investigating.
We'd be in
it.
there.
We'd be in there being like, let's do all the interviews. So I don't know. I mean,
I oftentimes I message girls in other cities and I'm like, what's the biggest drag drama? And it's like not enough for me to get super invested in. The thing with The Stairs was that there was 7 different versions of one event and I needed to know the truth. And everything else is just like, oh, this girl stole money from her. And it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to do 90 minutes on that.
and what's interesting about The Stairs is we really enjoyed diving into it, and it was really well received.
Or Demon Twink. That one was a really good one, too. But
And-
there was like a million different versions of that story, too.
What's interesting about The Stairs is that the people involved who all agreed to be on the podcast and share their story sort of didn't love it when the episode came out because I don't think our tone was.
Oh, they thought it was
clear.
very serious.
And we
And
clearly
much
today
like
we had
earlier today,
we had a
I
s-
cannot do that.
right, but we did have a serious conversation. We're continuing to, but also with humor infused into it because that's the kind of people we are.
Actually, I will. No. I think everyone involved had a good time except for the girl that got pushed down the stairs.
Right.
She did not like that.
Because we
episode.
unearthed all this trauma for her.
Yeah, but you know, it changed her life, and she went to
The podcast changed her life.
She went back to school, and now she's got a
Are you
master's
taking
degree.
credit for her master's degree?
You know what I am? Good for Gemma Bubblegum!
She doesn't go by that name.
I don't care!
All right, yes, hello.
Come on, ponytail. Tell me a tale. Give me more tequila now!
Happy to grab that for you. So, I remembered meeting you last year and there being a certain hotel employee that is one of my coworkers that you really found quite interesting. You did mention him on the podcast.
I
later.
did. I ran into him earlier this evening, and he said I'm Boise famous.
You are. He is Boise famous.
Yes.
He's one of the best.
He said that about himself.
Oh yeah, he is.
Not me.
You're internationally famous.
No, I'm California famous. Thank you.
But my question is, have you ever made a pass with a hotel employee, and has it ever worked in the past? Or really anybody?
I have definitely.
Do you work at that hotel, or is that a proposition?
It's not a proposition because I am an employee of the hotel. And we're going on record here. We might be neighbors, though. Love you.
Ooh.
Dipper?
I feel like you have a lot to say here.
I have nothing to say.
Oh, I have definitely made a pass at people in the hotel. You know, like when you check in and then you open up an app and you definitely see that person who checked you in on the desk, like the first one on the app. It has never panned out, but I have shooting my shot.
Shooting your shit. One time, this was years ago. I was visiting Curacao. You guys know that? Not the alcohol, but the country. I went, and one of the hotel employees was on an app, and I went down to the bar, and I recognized him. I was like, oh, the one gay guy in this whole country. And so I flirted with him the entire time I was there. And finally, on the last night, he was like, when do you check out? And I was like, oh, we're leaving at 2 a.m. And he came up to the room, and he gave me the best blowjob I've ever had in my life.
In Curacao!
And there's no concrete. Sand jungle where dreams are made of.
Very good.
And it was a wonderful time, but then he blocked me immediately after, and I lost my luggage on the way home, so I never got my stuff back.
Did he have something to do with your stuff?
No, I'm just gonna always remember that as part of that trip, you know?
Got it. I'm always amazed, and I take what's on the internet at face value
truth.
and truth. So whenever.
What room are you in?
Oh, I'm in 118. The door is locked.
I don't know if the door is locked.
open.
And again, I don't know if that's the real room. I don't know if that's real room.
So I always take what is posted as truth, and so whenever people write descriptions under their porn clips on Twitter, I'm always like, wow, that's so cool. So with like the cum dumps, right? Like hotel security wanted to add their load to the end of the cum dump. I'm always like, damn, can't believe they got it. It's like their friend in a security t-shirt. Just like for the...
Yeah, name one hotel that has a security guard with a shirt that says security on it.
Like any of those like La Brea Inn cum dumps, like $20 an hour a room.
Oh, I've never visited.
They're great. They have great security.
Slay. I one time tried to show up to a motel in, not on La Brea. It was, on Hollywood. This means nothing to y'all. It was, on Hollywood in, the India town.
Yeah.
And I walked up, and the woman was standing in front of the room with the cleaning cart, and she goes, whose room are you visiting? And I was like, oh, room whatever, 118. And she... and she was like, what's his name? And I was like, Chris. And she goes, that's not his name. And I went, well, it's my friend. And she was like, well, what's his name? And we, got into a standoff because she knew that he was, hosting a no loads refused cum dump situation, and she was there to prevent it from happening. So I just left. I just turned around. I got so scared, I just turned around and left. I could have easily just opened the door and walked in.
Yeah, she can't stop you.
But she wanted to.
Well, maybe it's her hotel. Maybe she's the owner.
Probably. Also, those hotels are on their last leg. If that guy's renting a room, let him do whatever he needs to do in there. I also one time shot a video for Double Scorpio Poppers. Do you guys love poppers?
She does.
She does. And we were we were in a hotel room shooting this Valentine's Day themed video. So
Didn't it have a heart-shaped bed?
It had a heart-shaped bed. The room was romance themed, But they saw us carry in a bunch of cameras and do all that. And then I showed up like an hour after they had loaded everything in, just in drag and covered with feathers and boas. And I was like running to the room so no one would see me. So I just left a trail of feathers behind me. And they came in and they came knocking on the door halfway through us filming. And they're like, only 2 people per room! Only 2 people per room!
Regular sex only.
We had a camera crew and they're like, cut it off, whatever's happening, turn it off. And so we had to like shoot it in like a half hour.
It turned out great though.
I know, it looked amazing.
We have time for another question if anyone has one. Yes? Come on up.
Oh, yes!
Do.
And we're going to your comedy show tonight at 10
o'clock.
p.m.
Yeah, I have a comedy show tonight if you guys want to come. It's Mad Swede.
Mad Swede.
So one time I was giving this guy a blowjob, and as he came into my mouth, he said, "Do you like the taste of vodka and cigarettes?" So I was just wondering.
Is that what I'm sorry?
No,
But you?
I'm sorry?
What did you answer?
Well, my mouth was full, so.
You ate that, sis.
You ate that!
And indeed you did.
And indeed you did. Wait, was that question because he thought it would taste like that?
Yes.
Or because that was all he consumed that day?
That is
and
all.
He was...
That's his diet. That was his diet.
And did it?
It tastes like cigarettes.
Okay.
It did?
A little bit. It was like a secondhand smoke.
So we were having this conversation literally
earlier
on our
today.
pregnant walk home or back to the hotel this morning. I was like, you know the thing about cum, so...
And he said, come from a big dick tastes better than come from a little dick. And I said, come from a dick from someone that eats meat tastes better than come from a vegan.
Oh, really?
It does. Vegan cum is not it, sis.
What I was trying to clarify and what I was saying was, I was like, actually, I don't think that's right. That's what I said first. And then I was like, I think what I mean is, when someone's dick is down my throat, I'm always like, oh, the cum tastes amazing, because I think it's like bypassing a lot of my taste buds.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going like, oh, I'm just getting a whiff of it. And you're like, wow, you have great tasting cum and you came down my throat. Versus when it's like right on the tip of your tongue or covering your lips or whatever, then you really have to taste it all.
Yeah, like when someone says slurp it up after they've come on themselves, it always tastes worse than just coming in my mouth.
You know when there's like a puddle of it and you have to do the like...
You gotta go... And then they look at you and you're like...
I love the like... When you do the like the nodding and the like trying to continue the conversation because you know you're going to spit it out and you're just looking for the Kleenex or looking for the...
I just release it onto them.
What?
I go,
Do you do this, Bethany?
Maintaining eye contact.
She said
Bethany,
all the fucking time. And what do they say? Like, oh, hot?
They're like, But by that point, my pants are already up. I'm on the way out. You know.
Wow. You know, I will say, I do take a little supplement that's meant to make one of my mini pills.
There's so many pills.
That's meant to make your cum taste better.
I take that one too. And I also take one that makes your loads bigger.
What's your supplement called?
What is it called? You know it. We got it for free in Vegas.
No, that's called Load Boost. And that's just for bigger loads. What's your sweet tasting supplement called?
I don't know. I got it on Amazon. I gave money to Daddy Bezos.
Do you have more for your question?
I was just wondering, has anyone said anything that unsexy to you as they come in your mouth, or?
Oh, interesting.
Anything that just like ruin the mood?
While they're coming, or just during sex?
Whatever.
I have definitely, similar to the like, how much do you weigh? I have like gone through a whole...
How much do you weigh? I'm just kidding.
I can tell you.
Don't say it out loud.
Should I say it out loud?
We'll have to edit it out.
No,
Just
I'll
answer the
say
question.
it.
Just answer the question.
Cole wants to know how much I weigh.
Well, it's mostly calf. Whatever the weight is, it's all fucking calf. Have you seen these? Every video we post, if his legs are in it, everyone's like, oh my God, Nimmer's calves.
It has been a comment like, yeah, eat that up, fat boy, or eat it up, big boy. And like the whole interaction leading up to that, there was nothing about size. And then it comes out in that moment. So that has happened to me.
Yeah, I love when a fat boy fucks my ass.
While they're coming?
Just in general.
Oh, okay, got it.
In general, that's fine. That's good. That's it.
You want me to fuck your ass?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm good, thanks.
No, I'm good.
She's a show later.
We're gonna go to your show.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
All right, thank you so much.
Does anyone else have a question?
Last question, final question. Anyone? If not, okay, great. We've nailed it. Meatball, how do you feel?
Not great.
Why not? Let's wrap it up here. Why don't you feel great?
You know, I think we had a fun time. I think this is going to be a fun one to re-listen to and edit and chop and screw.
Great,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Okay, great. How do you feel?
You know, I feel okay. I like to work, and this feels like what?
I like to work.
No, think about it. Like, since everything has happened, I've kind of just been like sitting at home, and then we traveled here, and like I haven't been able to like do what I.
Yeah, we were supposed to go out last night, and he said, "I'm just gonna eat food and go to bed and not look at Twitter." And I was like, "That sounds very sad."
You said
not in a bad way, just like a no. I said
you
that to
said
myself.
smart is
I
what you
did say
texted me.
Yes, but in my heart of hearts, I was like, "Oh, he's really going through it." I gotta say, I'm sorry that you've been going through it so hard. It's not fun. I remember when I was almost canceled, and it was not fun. It was at the worst 3 weeks of my life, though. I literally thought I was never gonna work again or anything, and now I can't even remember what it was. So I feel like you're probably gonna remember this, but I mean, it'll be. It's gonna pass.
Should I answer your question, or you want to keep answering it for me?
Shut up. You go.
I just feel better now that we're working together. We're podcasting. I'm performing at Club Squirt tonight. There's something to lean into. And I think the most heartbreaking thing for me is, like I said, I know we take what's on the internet at face value. So I do know that there are so many people out there who saw that clip, digested what it said, and have written me off completely. And so I know that I will have to be out in the world sort of explaining myself, or just moving through the world with a bunch of people not liking me, which I think is a thing that any public figure faces. Anyone who puts something out into the world faces, like a bunch of people not liking them, but sometimes it's just not directly in their face. You know what I mean? You got mad I said public figure.
I did a little.
Yeah, I saw that on your face.
But I agree, and I'm interested in seeing how. I mean, I asked, I was like, you used to host. Well, you host a lot of bear events in LA, and it's just going to be a difficult thing to go through. So I hope it's actually not as bad, and I hope that you have a lot of friends that protect you. I will not be there, but I want the best for you.
Thanks. That means a lot. Even in a blackout, you can say that.
I'm not blackout yet, baby. Wait until we go back to the Trillium and I yell at them.
All right, well, this has been a live recording of Sloppy Seconds. We are going to do a little meet and greet after, so if you want to say hello, what are you pointing at?
The LED wall is where we'll be, I think.
Oh,
right?
yeah, if you want to say hello. Cole
went, what?
Cole gave you a look like news to me. If you want to come say hi, we'll be over there at the front. I'm backing you up on that. Do you want to give the outro?
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds. You can follow us on Instagram at SloppyPod. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss an episode, which come out every Tuesday and Friday. Thank you so much for... Oh, and you can call in at 213-536-9180. To get access to our full uncensored video episodes ad-free and one day early, sign up for Mom Plus Gold at mompodcasts.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Engineered by Margot Padilla.
Editing and sound design by William Pitts.
Executive produced by Willem, Alaska Thunderfuck, Big Dipper, and Joe Cilio.
Our artwork was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.